What's up everyone and welcome to the video. So today we're going to be looking at PvP and how viable it actually can be to level in it. In lower levels I still prefer to do the good old quest grind and dungeon grind just for the speed of it and get my level up there so I can actually have a decent amount of abilities and the ones that are kind of key to my class to do well in PvP. Because lower level battlegrounds are based around which few classes are overpowered and just get the better abilities early on or just scale a lot better with their damage. And so I usually like to wait until I at least get to level 80 or 90 before I'll even do a battleground just for fun. But today we're going to be looking at the level 100 to level 110 bracket and kind of seeing how that works out. So first things first, there are two very important keys to making level through PvP worth it, and those are the two BOA trinkets, Defending Champion and Returning Champion. Each of these will increase the amount of honor gain in BGs by 50%. But for a while these trinkets didn't work in Battlegrounds just because of the whole gear disabling that Blizzard did, so when you entered the Battleground the bonus on these trinkets were just grayed out and they wouldn't work. But this was thankfully fixed in patch 7.1. And now the second thing that Blizzard did that really helps leveling in BGs was they buffed the XP you get out of PvP back. So basically they increase the amount of XP you get for the amount of honor you get. So you win a battleground, obviously you'd be getting more honor, you get more experience. But they buffed that by 50%, which is a ton. So let's go over where you get these trinkets just in case you don't know. Each of them is pretty much gained through the same manner. One is through the Stranglethorn and Gurbashi Arena, and the other is through the Darkmoon Fair Arena. But basically you have to complete the arena, or the achievements you get in each of the arena, and loot the chest 11 times. And first time you loot it, you'll get a item and you'll start a quest from it. And you'll have to save up 11 of those trinkets and then hand them into the NPC right outside the arena. And you'll get your achievement and a little fancy blue trinket. But when you go back to loot the chest a 12th time and pretty much every single time thereafter, the BOA trinket will be sitting inside the chest. Now you have to figure out what time this spawns for you in your server or your region, but the chests are supposed to spawn every 3 hours, and the spawn timer is at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, and that's AM through PM, just 24 hours a day. But it's based on kind of what time zone you're in, I guess. But for me, I'm 2 hours ahead of Blizzard on my server time. And basically the chest will spawn for me, instead of at 12, it'll spawn at 2, and then 5 o'clock, then 8 o'clock, then 11 o'clock. So you'll just have to kind of go out there by the chest on the top of every hour and figure out which rotation you're on. So now that you have the tools, what kind of results will you be seeing? Now the first BG and the first arena each day at max level always gives bonus honor. So obviously at lower levels we'll be getting bonus XP. Now here I'm showing my ult going into his first BG of the day, and this was a win right off the bat. Now through the BG you will be getting little bits of experience from just doing the objectives or whatever, whether it be holding bases or capturing the flag in Warsaw Gulch. You'll gain experience from that. But at the end of the BG, for winning you get a huge boost, and in total he gained 56% of a level just in this one win. Now even if you go into a BG and you haven't won one for the day, your losses will still give you a decent amount. Like I've gained upwards of about 30% of a level even from a loss, which isn't that bad. So even if you're on a bit of a loss streak, as long as you didn't win your first BG of the day, you're still going to get a decent amount. Now from there it does go down a little bit, but honestly it'll be noticeable, but it's not too crazy. So after your first win, every win thereafter you might only gain about 40 to 45% of a level, and that's still pretty good. I don't know exactly what it is for the loss there, but the experience you get from this, I wouldn't see you spamming it all day anyways if you're on a bit of a losing streak, but I guess it just depends how lucky you get. Now, last thing I want to go over is skirmishes, and if they're actually worth it to level in those instead, just because, they are way easier to control if you win or lose. Me personally, I could win 90% of my arenas, just because I know what I'm doing, I know how to play the class really well, and in skirmishes, especially against people that are leveling, they're not going to be exactly the greatest. You might face one pre-made team once in a while, here and there, just kind of steamrolling everybody else, but that doesn't happen too often. But from your first arena win, you'll be gaining about 7 to 8% of a level. And from every one thereafter, it's pretty much 5%, which is basically 1 bar per level. So I mean, it's not something I did just to level. It'd be more something I'd do if I'm just tabbed out, busy watching videos or whatever. I can just queue up, tab out, wait for the WoW icon to flash up telling me the queue up, then tab back in for some quick experience. But I mean, queue times are kind of what kills this method. If you're waiting in every single queue for about 3 minutes, that's going to be way too long. That's basically 1 hour of waiting time per level if you win every single one, and that doesn't include the game time. So just something to do for casual leveling. Not really efficient, but it's an option that's there. So that'll be it for me, guys, in this video. Hopefully you learned something new. Maybe you didn't know that leveling through BGs was so worth it, but that's what I'm kind of hoping by the goal of this video. Obviously, I'm like, maybe they won't know about it. But now you got a new method, something to do other than questing and the Legion invasions. So until next time, guys, this is Spart out.
In hindsight, 'cause all that's left here now is starlight. It's our life.